Once upon a time, before cities rose and clocks dictated time, women ran wild. They danced under the moon, whispered to the rivers, and listened to the wind's secrets. Their instincts were sharp, their spirits untamed. But then something happened. They were told to be quiet, to be small, to be proper. And so, one by one, they forgot. But not all of them. Some still hear the call of the wild. Some still remember the ancient stories buried deep in their bones. And it is these stories that Women Who Run with the Wolves brings back to life. Clarissa Pinkola Estés, a Jungian psychoanalyst and storyteller, gathered myths, folk tales, and fairy tales from cultures across the world. She studied them, lived them, breathed them, and what she found was astonishing. Hidden in these stories were keys to unlocking the forgotten power of the feminine psyche. One of the most haunting tales in her book is Loba, the wolf woman, a woman who lives alone in the desert, collecting bones. She gathers the remains of lost creatures, patiently restoring them piece by piece. And when her collection is complete, she sings, a deep, ancient song that shakes the air. And as she sings, the bones begin to move. They take shape. First, a skeleton, then sinews, flesh, fur. The creature breathes, and suddenly a wolf bursts to life and runs free into the mountains. But here's the secret. La Loba does not just sing over wolves. She sings over forgotten souls, over women who have lost their wild nature, over those who have buried their true selves under layers of expectation and fear. Could she be singing over you? In every woman lives a wild spirit, an untamed force, full of creativity, passion, and raw intuition. But society teaches us to suppress it, to trade it for politeness, for approval, for control. And with every compromise, we lose a part of ourselves. But there is a way back. Estés tells us that reconnecting with the wild woman means listening to our instincts, trusting our gut, creating freely, taking up space, speaking our truth without apology. It means embracing the untamed parts of ourselves, the ones that are messy, unpredictable, and powerful. And just like the wolf that runs free into the mountains, we too can return to our true nature. So ask yourself, have you forgotten your wild self? Have you been tamed into silence? If so, maybe it's time to listen. Maybe it's time to run with the wolves once more. If this story speaks to you, let me know in the comments. And if you want more stories like this, don't forget to subscribe. The wild journey has just begun.